wanted to tell because it took place right here. So one year at Beit Ahava, we were welcoming people into services through one of the other entrances over there into the social hall from the street. And my dear beloved friend Peggy Walker, Aleha Hashalom, may upon her is peace. She arrived, and as she came in the door, she turned around and she noticed there was a bear crossing the street at Pine Street, and she literally turned around and there was a bear, and she said, "There's a bear," and she told Sheldon, who was helping people at the door, and there was a bear crossing the street. And Peggy Walker, who was a preschool teacher and our beloved Tav Shabbat leader, walked across the street and stopped traffic, just like she would do with preschoolers, and stood there like this, right over here, and let the bear cross the street safely, so it scampered off to the woods. And she said he was coming for Beit Ahava honey. So I always think of that on Rosh Hashanah.
I actually have a pretty good one, and so I grew up, there was 9 of us grandchildren, and I was the youngest, but my oldest loved putting on plays for the Jewish holidays, and so the play that she had created was based on the Blair Witch Project, but it was Rosh Hashanah themed, and so I don't even remember acting in it just because that was a little thing, but we would always do Rosh Hashanah plays every year with my family.
That's a good one. A favorite memory, I think, would probably still be like family breakfast. Like, we used to all gather at kind of a great aunt's apartment building, and I think it was the Bronx, although I might actually be blanking. And it was one of the only times a year that like all of my grandparents and their extended family would gather together. And I just remember getting to ride the elevator up the high rise.
I would say sitting at the Rosh Hashanah family service in that room right over there last Rosh Hashanah with my granddaughter on my lap. She had never seen a shofar before.
In the past, I've done a special Haftorah on Yom Kippur. It's the same Haftorah that my father, of blessed memory, did every year of his life. And so I do that Haftorah in memory of him, and it's been a very special thing for me for all the years that I did it here. So that's a special memory.
Do you have a favorite high holiday memory from the past?
I don't know, maybe last year when we did the wonderful Justice March, Immigration Justice Tashlich ceremony just last September in Northampton on the bridge, bringing the different parts of the community together.
Well, I had some losses in my family during the high holidays, and so it was always very comforting to go to services and remember them, and the fact that it's also the anniversaries, it's meaningful to us, me and Marianne.
My favorite high holiday memory is the first Yom Kippur we spent at Beit Ahava, when the rabbi invited everyone to come up to the bima at the end of the service, and I thought, this is the place for us. And so we joined and became members because of that.
Well, when you asked me that question, I was thinking about the Tashlich from previous years and singing songs and just walking down the path by the Mill River, and those are all sweet memories. So yeah, that's my favorite.
I remember giggling in temple with my sister uncontrollably when the congregation president fell asleep on the pulpit.
That's great.
I don't know if I have one. I think what I'm feeling now is just missing the idea of all being together. So I think it's more that. The favorite part is being with everybody.
Spending our holidays outdoors with our Havurah at Rhonda's house, or in various places, the outdoor services.
I think one of my favorite memories is doing Tashlich down by the river.
Great. And do you have a favorite high holiday memory you'd like to share with people?
Well, break fast. Any break fast.
blessing you'd like to share with the whole congregation?
I pray that everybody gets out of this COVID pandemic safely and that we're all okay and everybody's healthy and that hopefully everybody will vote and we will be able to change this country in a positive way and come together united and get rid of some of this horrible division in the country, which is very scary, and I hope and I pray that this coming year will help us put that aside. So I hope that for everybody that we have peace and unity.
Great. From your mouth to God's ears. Do you have a greeting or blessing you'd like to share with the entire congregation?
Yeah. I hope and pray this will be a year that we see many changes in our country, political changes, of course, that Biden and Harris will win, that our country will finally deal with racism and anti-Semitism, and we will become a kinder, more compassionate country, which we have not been in recent years.
I wish that we stay together, intact as a community, that we grow as a community, that we find our heart center as a community, and that we just grow stronger through this, that we have a chance to plant a seed to remake the world and build our community and really be the people that we want to be in this world. So that's my blessing.
Perfect. Do you have a greeting or blessing you'd like to share with the whole congregation?
Well, I would just like to say I'm so happy to be able to be joining people this year, and that, you know, in a creative way, and wishing everybody as much peace and health and hope as they can have. That's it.
I hope everybody can stay safe in the small communities or small families in which they live, and still feel a sense of connectedness with each other, and also find ways to extend ourselves beyond our little pods of safety to make healing and justice in the rest of the world.
Do you have a blessing you'd like to share?
Oh, a blessing. May we all be safe, healthy, and close together in this tough time, and may we all come through it.
Yes, the blessing is for everybody to start off this very strange pandemic year with a lot of reflection and with the idea of finding the silver lining in all of what we're going through as a community.
I bless us all that we feel the beauty of returning to ourselves and to our highest and deepest and most profound truth for the new year.
My blessing and hope for the new year is that everybody comes through this difficult time safely and in good health. And for next Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, we're meeting back in the sanctuary just like we always have. Next year in Florence. And do you have a blessing or a greeting you'd like to share for the whole congregation?
Just to have a sweet, safe new year, and glad we can connect virtually, if not in person. We'll do that soon.
Any part you want.
May you have a wonderful new year, and may the whole atmosphere of the entire country improve.
Beautiful. Great. Do you have any blessings for the congregation or hopes for the new year?
Here is hoping that the coming year is better and more predictable than the last one.
The whole congregation?
Well, I just pray that we have a change on November 3rd, and that we have more healing and peace in this world.
My blessing for the congregation is that we can find some sense of community, of being with each other, even if it's virtual.
Yes. I hope that we all stay healthy and well and sei gesund.
Be well, be happy, be safe, and be together.
And do you have a greeting or blessing you'd like to share with the congregation?
Shalom.
Perfect.